welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalie, and if you're new here, I make girly and lifestyle content. But today, I'm going to teach you how to have the perfect Pinterest fall. Think cozy lattes, perfect outfits, and the tiny little details that make the season so magical. So if you want your fall to look and feel like your Pinterest board, then keep watching. And if you hear any purring, that is my cat Raja. She is very happy that I am making this video right now. She probably doesn't look it. I can't see her face, but she probably looks mad. But let's get right into the video. Don't forget to hit subscribe or like this video if you do enjoy it, or if you like seeing girly lifestyle content. Fall is one of my favorite seasons. I'm personally a spring lover myself, but fall gives all those cozy vibes, and I love being able to open my window and hear the rain and the wind blowing while having like a nice cozy candle burning. Fall scents are also some of my favorites. I am a vanilla girl, so the warm, rich vanilla smell really matches with the fall. To create the perfect fall vibe, if you're wanting it to be like your Pinterest board, then of course you need a Pinterest board. So if you don't have your 2025 fall Pinterest board yet, go make one. Figure out the color scheme you want, what kind of outfits you want to wear. You can fill it with outfits, cozy spaces, or recipes, and really just the whole vibe that you want to emulate this season. And make sure that it inspires you and it's something that you can realistically do. I'll show you guys what my Pinterest board looks like up here on the screen. It's shades of pink and brown and white, some black in there as well. Just because it's fall doesn't mean you have to stop wearing your favorite color, and mine is personally pink, but I am mixing in some obviously classic fall colors like cream and brown. And to bring this to life, because your Pinterest board can't stay just your Pinterest board forever, the first big step is scent. So find a candle or a wax burner that you like and find some scents. The candle I have burning right now is called Cinnamon Sugared Pretzel. I have another one over on my bureau that is just plain vanilla, and those two scents together make the perfect fall scents, and lighting them at night just reminds me that we're getting closer and closer to the leaves changing in Halloween season, and it makes me just so like warm and cozy inside. I love it. And obviously your own personal scent. When you leave your house and stuff, you want to find the perfect fall perfume or body mist that encapsulates the vibe you want. I'm obviously a vanilla girl, so I wear tons of vanilla lotions, body sprays, perfumes, hair perfumes as well. And to really pull the vibe together, you need an ambiance. When I was in school, I loved to put on the lo-fi mixes that were always live. Personally, in the fall, I liked the ones that had the fireplace background that would make like the crackling noises as well. I felt like that added such a warm, cozy touch. That made studying a lot more worthwhile, or journaling or reading. It really just helps with that ambiance feel, and it makes it so cozy. You can obviously find any playlist that you like, whether that's lo-fi or just like a soft jazz. Those kind of things are super big in fall, just screams fall. And then to tie in your environment with the music and the scents, you could get some fairy lights or some warm Christmas lights, just like the white ones, and put them up around your room, or different like tea light candles that like switch on and off so that you don't have a flame burning the whole time. Even switching out your pillowcases or your throw blankets in your room can change the whole vibe of your room and make it feel super cozy. Another thing on my Pinterest board is fall outfits. I personally love the fall time because you can layer. Layering is what makes an outfit. I filled my Pinterest board with certain items of clothing that I want to acquire this season that I don't have yet. Also, certain outfits that I can make with the clothing I already have. If buying new clothes isn't in your budget, find pins that are similar to the items of clothing that you already own. Some obvious fall colors are warm tones, so like a cream or an orange, maybe even a dark red or burgundy. Those colors are so big in the fall. You can still wear light colors like, again, cream or white, even a soft pink, which is what I'm going to be wearing a lot this fall. Pink, brown, and white are going to be my staples, so if you follow me on anything, you'll be seeing those colors a lot this season. And then you need layering pieces, so skirts, tights, sweaters, little jackets, or hats. Those are so good for layering, especially scarves as well. You can really get super customizable with scarves. And then accessories, having cute scrunchies or bows to put in your hair, especially since it's going to be getting colder, you can start getting hats or gloves that match. And then obviously some dainty jewelry has to be included as well. Obviously, you're going to need boots. It's going to be rainy. It's going to be maybe snowy where you live. It does snow in the fall for me sometimes. A big thing that is popular in the fall time are loafers and Uggs. I've been seeing so many loafers. I've actually been seeing some pink ones that I will put a picture of right here that I want so bad, and I can't wait to get them because they would match so well with a pair of leg warmers, which I love to wear in the fall time as well. Now that you have the perfect outfit and the perfect environment, here are some activities you can do to emulate that cozy feeling as well. You always see the girls on Pinterest at a pumpkin patch, apple picking, or even having a little picnic before it starts to get too cold. Another big thing you can do in the fall is movie nights or watch parties with your friends. I personally don't have enough friends to have a watch party, so it's usually just me and my boyfriend, but I'm perfectly okay with that. I love getting cozy in bed, wearing some matching pajamas, and like binge watching our favorite show or our favorite movie. I feel like that is a perfect activity to do since it is starting to get a little bit more chilly. The big things in fall are pumpkin patches and apple picking. I feel like I always see people on TikTok and Instagram at the pumpkin patch, which is some of my favorite things to do as well. It's just so fall coded there, obviously, and the one I go to that's close to where I live has a little petting zoo, like animal farm thing, and they have horses and sheep and goats and stuff that you can feed, and I think that's so fun. They also make homemade apple cider and apple cider donuts that they also sell there. I think they also have an apple cider ice cream. It's just so fall coded. They know exactly what they're doing there and they're so good at it. Another activity you can do is bake. Baking pumpkin bread or cinnamon rolls are two things that you can do that are super festive for the fall season, and in the end you get a really tasty treat. Another thing you can do is read, especially if you're not in school or anything, maybe you're just like in the workforce. Reading is a perfect chill outlet where you can escape, and maybe reading a new genre like fantasy or mystery that you haven't read before. Those two genres are perfect for the fall season. I know romance is still super good for fall though. Maybe even read in a new coffee shop. I love exploring new little cafes and stuff. I've never tried pumpkin spice, and this was the first year I did, and I actually liked it. I didn't know how to feel about it at first when people were like raving about it. I was like, pumpkin and coffee, like that's kind of weird, but I actually really liked it, and I can put my Starbucks order right here. It's so good. Personally, I haven't tried a chai latte yet, which I really want to because I've heard people really rave about chai, especially in the fall, and Starbucks just added a bunch of new chai flavors to their menu for this cozy season, so I really want to take the opportunity to try something new while maybe even finding a new favorite drink that I like. Taking walks, don't forget to move your body. I know it is getting super cold, but again, layering can help a lot with that. But just because it's fall, it doesn't mean hot girl walks have to stop. Romanticize your walks and go find a nice cozy trail. I know when the leaves start to change colors here in Maine, it's gorgeous. So going on walks in the fall time really brings that fall energy. Obviously, decorating pumpkins is another thing you can do, either carving them or painting them. I personally love to paint mine just because they last longer since they haven't been cut into or like scraped out, so they do stay fresh a lot longer. If you mess up, you can just wipe it off, instead of if you mess up your carving, it's kind of just screwed after that. And I personally enjoy the mini pumpkins over the big pumpkins, but to each their own. Having the perfect Pinterest fall requires routine. Doing some fall themed journaling. This journaling is super important, and if you're not doing it, you totally should. I personally want to start getting into customizing my journal a lot more, adding stickers and illustrations, maybe even like highlighting certain things. I usually just write in it just plainly. I feel like romanticizing it more by adding decorations and make it a lot more worthwhile, and the fall time is a great time to do that because there's so many different colored washi tapes or scrap papers and things that you could use to make it fall themed. Another thing is switching up your morning routine. Maybe get a warm coffee instead of an iced coffee. Personally, I cannot give up my iced coffee. It doesn't matter what time of the year it is. I live in Maine and it gets super cold in the winter, but you will always see me with an iced coffee. I am going to be dabbling into some tea a lot more this year, and maybe even putting your iced coffee into a mug to make it a little bit more cozy and elevated could also help as well. Self-care nights are huge. If you go on Pinterest at all, you see all the girlies with the face masks, the robes, everything like that. Do that. That is a perfect activity and something to add to your routine, either at night or in the morning, maybe even just once a week. Having a self-care night with some face masks, maybe a yummy healthy snack, and watching Gilmore Girls or your favorite horror movies makes the season so much more worthwhile, especially when it starts to get cold. I don't know if y'all have seasonal depression, but I do. So I have been trying to figure out ways to romanticize my life to not slip into a bad mindset. Self-care is a huge thing with that. And then just don't forget to take aesthetic photos to document everything, your pumpkin patch activities, your baking or your hot girl walks, or even just your self-care nights. Make sure to take pictures, especially my content girlies. The fall time is perfect for content because you can make your stuff so cozy. Hope these tips help you have the perfect Pinterest fall. I am going to personally be using all of these tips because, like I said, I do struggle with seasonal depression, so I am trying to find things to romanticize my life, basically just make small mundane moments special. And if you guys try any of these things and post them, make sure to tag me because I would love to see what you guys do. My TikTok is natmarie_77 and my Instagram is natmarie_777. And if you like this kind of content, go follow me on both of those socials and down below because I love making videos for you guys and I love making sit-down videos like this. And if you guys love girly and lifestyle content, then definitely subscribe below because this is where you'll find it. Until next time, stay cozy and continue to romanticize your life. Bye, y'all.